Hey there, Seth Myers of Sinus Spine Sport and Rehab, and today we're going to go over a progression or a little bit more of a advanced knee, hip, ankle stability drill, and that is doing step-ups, but with a band pulling on that knee. Now, when it comes to band pulling on the knee, there's a handful of different research suggesting different things. The reality is sometimes folks will respond better one way or the other, so I like to encompass kind of lots of different directions with this band. So one of the directions I like to do kind of first is actually getting it set up for the step up with a band. If you're doing this on your own, you could obviously anchor this to a squat rack, or if you've got a thing to hold it in a door frame, something like that works well. But something to pull on the back of the knee. What that's going to help with is kind of locking that knee out, getting those quads to kind of really pull that knee into full extension. Go back down. So again, if you're doing this on your own at the gym, we want a little bit of tension here, and we're going to step up using the same principles that we've talked about with the normal step up. We're stepping up nice and controlled, going back down nice and controlled. But depending on what is going on, if you're dealing with knee pain or stability issues, really what we're looking for with using this band is how does this position or this pull, this direction of pull feel? So if he does this, he's been dealing with some knee pain, and for whatever reason, this band pull from the back of the knee feels really good. He doesn't really have a lot of knee pain. I would say, hey, let's just stay with this direction and using this setup. Another option that you see pretty frequent is actually pulling it sideways, because a lot of the hip muscles here control that knee falling in and out. If we get a little bit of extra pull this way, it can engage some of those hip muscles to keep that knee from falling in. So you'll see a lot of setups, whether it's squats or lunges or step ups like this, where that band is pulling in so that he has to push out. And again, this is another case where, depending on what's going on with him, stability wise or pain wise, we can try both setups and see which one helps with symptoms better. If he feels more stable here, or less knee pain, or he just likes this setup better, then I would say, hey, let's do this one. So you can see this from the side. If we turn this way, again, you could anchor this somewhere in the gym, set up your box however far away you need it, and then we'll just step up and back down. And so again, from this angle, you can kind of see that he has to work on pushing that knee out so that that band doesn't pull him in, which is going to require a lot of activation from that hip muscle group. So again, banded step ups. We've got a couple options. Usually when it comes to picking which option is best for you, I just go back to what were your symptoms, which setup seems to help those symptoms best. Usually we're going to be in the neighborhood of like 8 to 12 rep range, depending on if you're doing this as a rehab movement or a strength and stability kind of building muscle movement. But that's kind of rep range we're going to fall in. So if you're dealing with some hip, knee, ankle stability stuff, give this one a shot.